Good morning. Today we are going to do the last chapter of class 9th economics, that is food security in India. Food security in India. Food is as essential for living as air is for breathing. To live we need air, and to survive we need food also. The food is a very important component for us to survive. And the objective of this chapter is also exposing the child to an economic issue which is basic necessities of life like food, shelter, clothes. These are the basic necessities of our life, and in all these food is very essential. The first one is food. And appreciate and critically look at the role of government in ensuring food security or food supply. How government is responsible and how much work government is doing to supply food to the people of their country. Now, food security is ensured in country only if enough food is available for all the persons in the country. All persons have the capacity to buy food of desired quality. There is no barrier on access to food. Food is important for us to survive, but along with this is also very important that the availability of food in the country. And if the food is available in the country, this is also important that it is accessible, means people are able to access it. And after that, this is also important that people are having purchasing power, or they are able to purchase that food. So all these things are very important. Now, food security means something more than getting 2 square meal. We are getting 2 meal in a day, but food security is more than that. Food security has 3 aspects, or we can say dimension. One is availability of food, accessibility of food, and affordability of food. As I told you, availability of food means food production within the country, food imports and the previous year's stock stored in government granaries so that can be used during the time of any natural calamity or natural disaster. Second one, accessibility of food. If food is here in the country, if we are having the enough stock of the food, then it should be accessible to the people. Means food is within the reach of each and every person of the country. Then third one is affordability of food. Implies that an individual has enough money to buy that food. Sufficient, safe and nutritious food to meet one's daily needs or to meet one's diet. These things are very important. Now we can see that the Nobel Prize winner in 1998, Professor Amartya Sen, he also worked on the Fed theory of this, the food. Now, Amartya Sen added a new dimension to food security and emphasized the access of food through what he called entitlements of a combination of what one can produce, exchange in the market along with state or other society provided supplies. Now, in 1970, food security was understood as the availability at all times of adequate supply of basic food stuffs. Amartya Sen added a new dimension to food security and emphasized that access to food through what he called entitlements, a combination of what one can produce, exchange in the market, along with the state or other socially provided supply. Means if it is available in the market, it can be provided to the people and people can afford it. People can access it also. Why food security? The next question is why food security? Why food security is important for a country? Now, poorest section of the society might be food insecure most of the time. So for these people, the food security is very important. Sometimes people living above poverty line also food insecure when the country faces natural disaster or any natural calamity. That time, if a person is wealthy person also, the person is well off, then also they face the food insecurity. And the less food, or they are not able to provide themselves, feed themselves. So that's why for those days we need food security, we need that food should be here in the country in enough amount. Let's see how natural disaster causes food insecurity in the country. How drought affects food security. Drought takes place, then the total population of food grains, shortage of food in the affected areas wherever the area is suffering from drought, then that area, the total production of food grain will go down, then it creates shortage of food in the market also, and if there is the shortage of food, then the prices will go up, and this is the, we can find this in economy, if the demand is more and supply is less, then automatically price go up, and if the demand is less, supply is more, then automatically price will go down. So if there is the shortage of food, then affected areas, then prices will go up, and if the prices are going up, then it is not affordable for everybody. People cannot afford it, people cannot purchase it, those who are living below poverty line or those who are just above poverty line. Then some people cannot afford to buy food, and this is called food insecurity. Then why food security? Then why food security is important? Then during calamity, production of food grain decreases, the prices goes up, and the class of people, those who are really poor, they are living below poverty line, they are not able to afford it. If it persisted over a long period of time, it may cause a situation of starvation. People will not get food and they will die because of no food. A massive starvation might take a turn of famine. The poorest section of the society might be insecure most of the time. Persons might be food insecure when the country faces a natural disaster, calamity and failure of crops. For the failure of crops, there would be any reason, flood, drought or any other reason. Then the starvation you can see in this picture. Then what is the condition if there is a starvation? If such calamity happens in a very widespread area or is stretched over a long time period, it may cause a situation of starvation. And you can see in the picture, this is very pathetic, and look at this picture, another picture, that what is the condition of the people? They are not able to survive properly, they are not healthy. Starvation may cause a situation of famine. So that kind of the poor people we can see in the society. A massive starvation might take a turn of famine. A famine is characterized by widespread deaths and epidemics also. Because of the widespread death, there would be epidemics. Famines and starvations, death in India. We have record that whenever there was famine, once it took place in 1943 in Bengal, then there was so many deaths, killed 1.5 million to 3 million people in India. The Bihar famine in 1966-67, after independence, 2,353 deaths due to starvation reported. And still you can find Bihar and few other areas, they are suffering from this. Starvation deaths have also been reported in other parts of the country, that is Calamity and Kashipur in Orissa, Baran district of Rajasthan, Palamu district of Jharkhand and many other remote areas during the recent years. Even Orissa, Bihar, West Bengal, few interior parts and few parts of these states are still, they are suffering from lack of food. So that's why food security is very important. A large section of people suffer from food and nutrition insecurity in India, and that section is here. The worst affected groups are those who are regularly or mostly generally they are suffering from that. This is the worst affected groups are landless people, those who are not having land, they are working on others' land, and once if they are not having any work, then they are not going to earn anything and they will suffer. Traditional artisans, now there is, if they are not entertained, if their work is not valued, if they are not getting purchasers, customers, so they will face that problem. Petty self-employed workers, providers of traditional services, and in the urban areas also the casual workers, If there is the weather conditions are not favorable, then the casual workers are not